Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced off.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Richardson looking to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll see if
they get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Richardson looking to throw this. Quick throw on the slant, but that's behind his man and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
It's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Oh, look at the juke. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
14 yards that time for number 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now it's Richardson.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete. It's tanked down.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And so close. He gets it to the run. He's right there. Good pick up there. 26 yards.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason prep.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flushed out right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points? Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Here's Richardson to throw. This pass reeled in by Hull.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Now, the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Being chased out left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Dell.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
They'll run here with Pierce.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Stroud.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Stroud looking to throw.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown!
Dameon Pierce.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And they'll get him down after a... 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Option play, they give to Hull.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Stroud. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away.
That's cut left side by the tight end, Jordan.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
And they'll hand off to Hull.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Flushed out right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got it to about the 40.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left.
And now a stoppage. Looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is... a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and will.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Takedown
from 19 yards away.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Richardson looking to throw. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Richardson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Back to the air with Richardson.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Texans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Down, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. First and 10, it's Richardson.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
He finds his man complete. That's Warner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down.
And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big... his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Christian Harris picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at the quarterback.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Stroud on third down now.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked it.